Bikes' mission is to get more people on more bikes more often. We do that through education, advocacy, outreach, and just general maintenance. I would say the best way to manage a hill, especially one where you're like, man, I just don't feel like I can get up this, is just, it's one day at a time, really. Like, it's good. You're going to get better at getting up the hill with time. So just, obviously a bigger geared bike, having more gears is going to help you to get up the hill. But if it's just unmanageable, don't, it shouldn't be daunting. So just get off your bike and, take it one day at a time. No one's expecting you to be able to get up Old Main Hill the first time ever on a bike. Like, you just have to set reasonable expectations for yourself and realize that, hey, like this is good for me. I'm getting some exercise on the way to work, and I'm commuting in a sustainable fashion. So just kind of always remember the positives too. Commute in a different pair of clothes, commute in something that's comfortable, that breathes really well, whatever material you like best to work out in. Commute in that, and then bring a spare your work clothes with you, either in a backpack on your back or on panniers on the bike frame itself. Something so that when you get to work, you can change out of those sweaty clothes, because not only is it unhygienic, it's just uncomfortable to be in sweaty clothes during the day. So just, bring other clothes to change into. And if the facility that you work in happens to have showers, that's great. One of the most important things I would emphasize is a helmet. I think a helmet is a very necessary part of any cyclist wardrobe. Also, lights. You need to have a front white light and a rear red light, and so that's just for visibility, especially night, early morning, which typically that's when the most accidents happen between cars and cyclists anyway. So you want to make sure that it's during those times that you're most visible. I would also recommend brightly colored clothing, especially if you're commuting and you're commuting at night or in the morning, as well as just kind of some technical things. Make sure you're dressing for the weather and dressing in layers. Layers is huge, just so you can shed things as you're going, especially during winter when you're coming up the hill and it's cold out at first, but then you're coming up the hill and you're warming up. And also make sure on your at least the right side of your leg, if you're wearing pants, that you have something to hold your pant leg from going into the crank. That's a good thing as well.